Welcome back, RPS scholars. Today will be our final lesson on surface area and volume of rectangular prisms and cylinders. Let's go ahead and get started. Here are your solutions from your independent practice from your previous lesson. Again, steps are written out for you. There are some keywords that you may find written across the document. And then you will also, of course, as always, find the formula in which you will be using to solve the problem. You want to look and see if there were some errors, and if there were some errors in your work, see if you can identify what happened. Why was that part of the problem, or why was your answer, your solution incorrect? Go ahead at this time and pause your video, check your answers, and once you have completed, come back with us. Our objective of the day: I will be able to solve practical word problems for surface area and volume of rectangular prisms and cylinders. I will intuitively understand the application of surface area and rectangular prisms. Thinking through the process. So we're going to figure out why and how the application or the formula of surface area works. So the link to this will be found in your learning plan for today. So I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go ahead and blow this up just a little bit. And we're going to take a few minutes just to kind of play in this site. So I can change the length, and as you can see, I can just go ahead and change the length of it. I can change the width of the prism, and I can also change the height. So this is just me playing around with it. I'll go ahead and make them all the same length, width, and height. What do I have? Yes, a cube. Then I can also look at what it looks like to fill it. So, you can just fill it in. You can see how it's getting more transparent versus once I go ahead and fill it out, it looks more of like a solid. Whoops. Kind of reminds me of a what? A Rubik's Cube. Okay, so we can do that. So I'm going to flip this out just a little bit so we can continue to play in the document. Flips it in and out. All right, so once I'm here, create my net. This is the cool part. So if I open this up, look what happens. I can definitely see the net for this particular cube, this rectangular prism. Please remember that a cube is a rectangular prism. So I can definitely see the net of this. So I'm going to go ahead and make this way. Just flip it on out. Then see if I can see it and bring it back together so I can see the rectangular prism all together. There's some additional options here so I can see, well, what side actually goes with what. Here's my top and my bottom. Then I can change it so I can see the front and the back, or I can see the side-to-side views. So there's just some different ways that you can look at it. So when you get into doing your work, in case you need to actually see them separately, it does a great job with that. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit more transparent. And I'm going to go ahead and play. So once you hit the link in your learning plan, you can play in this. And you will need to take a few minutes just to kind of play in it. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller, those types of things. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and come out of that, making it big. And this is what you're going to do on your own. You're going to follow the directions that is listed here. So you're going to follow these directions. And it's very self-explanatory, but you're going to need your notebook and you're going to need some paper, because as always on the next day, we're going to go in, we're going to figure out what the answers are to each and every one of the problems. This should probably take you no longer than 10 minutes. So you can pause your video and go ahead and come out, click in the link from your learning plan for today, and you're going to answer these particular questions. So the questions, and it starts at the beginning of it. So if you can't see, it starts right here where it says create a rectangular prism that has the length of 4 units and the width of 5 units and the height of 3 units. So you're going to create that up top, and then you're going to answer the questions below. Number 3 gives you a different set. So then you're going to answer the questions 3 and 4 and number 5. Once you have done with that, so again, take about 10, 15 minutes or however long you need to take. Again, play with it, explore it a little bit, and then we're going to actually discuss this more on our next time together. So pause your video, click in the link from your learning plan, and once you're done, you can come back with us from the lesson. So continuing our lesson for today, hope you had fun doing that because I know it's a lot of fun just to play in it. So we're going to continue our lesson for today. And this is show what I know. Yes, I know you have learned a lot this week, and we want to make sure that you have continued and we actually know what you know. All right. Our formula sheet is located here because we want to make sure that it's always a part of what we're looking at when we're doing any type of formula work. So we have our formulas here, and we actually have some helpful hints. Whenever you're doing work, and we've talked about this in numerous occasions, we want to make sure we write down the formula, whether it's surface area and volume. We use our Desmos calculator or a scientific calculator, and we show all work. We do our solve, show all work. Take your time, okay? Definitely want you to take your time. Have your paper and your pencil readily available, and we're going to go ahead and get started. You're going to take as long as you need. I think each question is set for 15 minutes, but of course you can take as long as you need. And you're going to go to the activity again, which is linked in your learning plan for today. So I'm going to go ahead and click it just so that you can see it once again. I know we have done these before, but just want to make sure that you're clear. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger for us. Here's your problem. Take your time. You're going to write them out, and then you'll select which one is correct. All right? That's what you're going to be working on independently after this. Okay? So you can go ahead and get that taken care of. Take your time again, and you can do that in just a moment. Okay? So have we met our objective? I think we have. I think we have done a great job this week in showing that we understand volume and surface area, rectangular prisms and cylinders, and of course using that platform to make sure we intuitively understand how we get the surface area formula. So we of course are done for today. Please do not forget to go back in and practice in the quizzes app with your paper, your pencil, and your Desmos application. And I want you to have a fabulous day. But don't forget your Dreambox. 10 to 15 minutes in your Dreambox account. Thank you, and see you again soon.